Hi, y'all. This is Jeff from Idiot Car Guys. So, it's been a long winter, and, it's just not been one of those things where I've had motivation to actually work on much stuff because it is cold. And, my garage is not really a welcoming place to work on just simply because it gets cold. But today, we're here at the end of February, and it's starting to warm up a little bit outside. Got my little trusty heater going again, and did do a little work last weekend on the old Blue 560 SEL, and got the water tank, the washer reservoir, which is right here, got it fixed. The parts came in. I took it out. It was kind of an easy job. The little pumps that are right here, got those replaced, put it all back together. In fact, the heated water from the engine, flows in and flows out. It works great. No leaks. Filled it up with some fluid. It's got fluid inside of it. Ready to go. I actually tried it when I pulled the car in the garage, and it actually shoots water through the nozzles on the hood. So we're good to go there. So now, what we're going to do today, or what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to give this thing a tune-up. I'm going to change the plugs, wires. I'm going to take this distributor cap, replace the rotor, try and make this thing run a little bit smoother. And while I'm doing that, then if I got time today, I'm going to jack the car up. I'm going to work on the brakes to see if I can't get them to bleed. Just to get this thing to stop a little bit better. And then maybe if I feel like laying on my back a little bit more, I'm going to see if I can't work on this power steering pump to see if it is the lower or the high pressure line. So more to come, but I'm going to actually get started on this and, take some of this apart in order to get to the plugs and the wires. And I'm going to start on the easy side. That would be this side. Because as you know, this side here, there's, by the time I get some of the parts and pieces apart, might be a little easier to get in there. But that's not quite as easy to get to as the passenger side. So more to come, but we're going to see if we can't make this car run a little bit better. Besides, ain't got much going on today. It's Saturday. I'm going to tinker around. See y'all soon. Okay, welcome back. After about 2.5 hours worth of work, got the plugs, wires, distributor cap, and rotor all changed. So here's what the rotor actually looked like. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but definitely not in very good shape. It's pretty worse for wear. And then the distributor cap. Look inside. It's, the contacts are pretty well wore out. And you can see it's been on there for a long time. All the dirt and everything that's on there. So we're going to actually start the car now and see how she actually starts. I had one problem with one plug that seemed to feel like it cross-threaded, but I don't know if it did or not. But other than that, the car, we'll see what she does. This car also, remember, has issues with, the alarm system. It actually locked itself while I was working on it. But let's see what happens here when we start it up. Well, it's a little more responsive than what it was, but I'm going to roll the window down here just so in case the car decides to lock itself. It's done that already before. It runs a little better than it did, but still got a miss someplace, and I'm not exactly sure where it's at. But again, you know, we're just beginning on this thing. But it did help. I mean, you can see the vibration in the engine. Might have a little timing issue maybe, since it is a distributor. The other thing, pretty common failure point on these things is the motor mounts, and that motor is shaking a little bit. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but again, it's one of those things that you know, it's going to take some time. This was a project vehicle. You know, we're going to still continue to mess with it. I will pick this up a little bit later. So I'm going to pick this video back up a little bit now that I got the air cleaner off, and just taking a look at the engine, you know, the throttle body and the injectors. Looks like going to have a little bit more cleaning that needs to be done. That's pretty gross, and lots of condensation, grease, you know, dirt. So gonna be a little extra work there to get that all cleaned up. But overall, I don't see any leaks. Valve covers. This passenger side valve cover might have a little leak to it, but I'm not gonna worry about it right at the moment. But other than that, yeah, the grunge that's on this thing, a little lack of care. So we're going to continue on and see what we can do to get this to running a little bit better. Hi y'all, we're back. So yesterday I left it to where the Blue 560 SEL wasn't running quite right. So I thought, well, you know, I'm going to come out this morning and take a look, go back through all of my steps and chase down a couple of things. And sure enough, I made a mistake. You know, it happens when you're changing out plugs, wires, and everything, especially when you've got to identify and take the plug wires through the tubes and chase them through. I made a mistake. I actually had, believe it or not, 3 of them wrong. Now, part of that could be that they were wrong when I got the car. Somebody may have done some maintenance, and this car didn't run very good. It didn't run very good when I got it, but it drove home. Well, come to find out, I had 3 of them wrong, or at least I thought, or had a couple of them crossed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to start it and see how it runs now. It ran yesterday, but it was only firing on about 5 cylinders. So, and as I mentioned too the other day, or yesterday, that this car locks itself. There's an alarm issue, and I've covered that. I just haven't gotten underneath the floorboard to disconnect the alarm. But, you know, the key actually does work. It does open up the central vac system and everything. So here we go. We haven't started it. I haven't started this since I did all the work and changed all the plug wires. So let's see what she does. Oh man, does that make a difference? Oh my goodness gracious. Does this car ever run smooth? I mean, it purrs like a kitten. So it goes to show you, even a shade tree type mechanic like myself can make mistakes. I mean, anybody can make a mistake, and it can be done at any shop and everything else. I mean, this engine runs really good. I'm impressed. No vibration. It's not even moving. I saw a little bit of steam puff off the back on this side, but now it's gone. This thing's actually, if you look at the Mercedes firing order on these old V8s and on the distributor, they actually have it because they got to synchronize with the fuel distributor. So, man, that is a huge improvement. I'm impressed. Now I'm curious to see with the firing order right, and like I said, it could have been wrong to begin with. So things like maybe the vacuum boost might be better. might work better, various different things. So I'm gonna let it sit here and run a little bit, and pick this up here in a little while. Well, so we're back. Got the 560 out now. Took it for a drive. Drives beautiful as far as the the engine, the shift pattern, and the transmission. All looks good. Did some other work. This headlight, the headlight socket was melted, and so got a headlight socket, replaced that. Attempted to work on the brakes a little bit. Well, I'm going to have to do a little bit more work getting it up in the air. But overall, the car is starting to come together a little bit. Changed a few more little parts. But, it's a nice day out here in northeast Nebraska. So I'm going to dig some of my other ones out. So there's the diesel. You've seen the drive video with the 300 SD. Right in front of that is the 300E. And then, folks, the other 560, well, it's been undercover. It's been undercover all winter long, right there. And, folks, I'm going to get that out and take it for a drive today. Hopefully, the battery is charged enough that it'll start. But that one's in great shape. Now, you notice something that is actually missing here is my R350. I've got somebody's borrowing it, so needless to say, you can't beat the reliability of a Mercedes-Benz. But with that said, I'm going to pack this up for today and go park this one back in its spot. This blue 560, knowing it starts, runs, drives pretty good. I mean, it drives pretty good, but there's still a lot more work to be done, and my motivation, I'm losing it a little bit more today. But other than that, we'll call it a day for this one. The old beast is kind of ready to go. I don't know if you can see, but it's actually pretty clean inside there. You can see some of my handprints on the air cleaner, but I'm happy with it. I mean, it was a cheap purchase, and I'll probably buy another one if I get the chance. Anyway, that's all I got for this go around. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Put them in the make a comment. I don't care, good, bad, or indifferent. Anyway, like, share, and so on and so forth. Thank you.